Alright, y'all, so as I was examining this, for one, it's not turning right, but I looked up here and I was like, you know what, this notch is no longer where it was. This freaking nut up here is loose. That's wild. So that means it's kind of beat up too. It's all gouged up. But yeah, that means when I notched it, I apparently didn't do it enough. And when I put it back together, I used that impact. So I would imagine I shouldn't have even had this issue, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely use a stronger impact next time I'm putting this thing back together, because there's no way this thing should have came off of there, from what I would think, you know, using that impact and then actually notching this thing too. And you can clearly see that it just span off. That's freaking nuts. Man, look, I got all this crap on here on my diff. So that's probably where the noise was coming from that I was hearing. All this freaking metal on here. This reverse. Actually, I think this is like the first gear. This slider is beat. Turn this flash on. Look at that. Thing is stupid beat. That synchro in there is trash too. Hardly nothing on there. Synchro is whooped. This one not too bad. This one looks pretty good. I'm a little bit, I don't know. I don't understand why it's not moving. It's not in gear. Where is this? This almost looks like it could be in gear. It ain't moving now. Oh no, let me see. So of all the crap that was just sitting on the top of this bearing right here, it was basically all like, what's this crap called, RTV. It was only a couple of pieces of metal. I'm assuming probably aluminum, because it was not magnetic. I tried to grab it with the magnet and it did nothing. But like, that's a small piece right there. This right here is this RTV. So yeah, most of what you're seeing right there was RTV. This bearing seems to still be good. Seems to be just fine. This one here, I don't know. This makes a lot of noise. Oops. Yeah, that makes a lot of noise. So that told me that that bearing is probably bad. And then this one seems to be fine. Diff is straight. Is the diff straight? I don't know. That sounds kind of funny. That does sound funny. A small piece of metal. What the heck is this? What the heck is that? It's like freaking glass. all gouged up. I want to say it was already like that though. I don't know. I think this is the casing that I used with the B series, but I really can't remember, to be honest. Yeah, with the B series when I had the LS. I think this half is the LS casing, but I could be wrong. If y'all have ever wondered how to get these off without using a puller of some sort, you can take the whole gear set, and like how I have it everything sitting on cardboard right now, I'd like take this towel and sit it out, and then I'll take the gear set and flip it upside down and just drop it on this towel a couple of times until all of the gears slide down. Alright, so if you look at this Synchro, this is my first and second gear Synchro. You can see that it's broken before. The first time I took this trans apart, I noticed that, and I was tripping because at the time it was still working just fine. Like first and second wasn't giving me any problems, but this was all broken like that. That's crazy. Alright, y'all. Here's the whole master rebuild kit. The Synchros, seals, the rings. One more Synchro, I believe this is like for reverse.
To turn it back on, slide the switch on the back of Google Home.
Alright. Little clip that goes at the top. I'm gonna probably just use the one that's in there because these things are an absolute pain. All the bearings, needle roller bearings. Yeah. And then these are like the sliders. So yeah, this is the full rebuild kit. Basically the only thing that this doesn't include is the actual gears and like shafts and whatnot. But yeah, man, I ain't never did this before. I have changed out things, like I changed out the 5th gear, put in the LS 5th gear, and what else? I changed the reverse gear and it didn't solve my problem that I was thinking it would. But yeah, I've never changed out like all of the Synchros and you know these things and whatnot, and these little rings. I ain't done all of that before, so this is gonna be a new experience. And man, people charge a lot of money to do this type of stuff, so I could easily, if I know how to do this, like if I do it and it comes out right, I'm gonna start charging people to rebuild transmission and get my bread, feel me? Okay, so this is something I wish I'd known before I spent the hour doing this crap. So there's a dot on this slider right here, and it goes in between the 2 teeth that are larger than the rest. They kind of come out a little bit further. I don't know if y'all can see that on camera, but yeah. And if you look at the slider, you can even see that they, you know, that it goes out further. So that's how you line that up, because I was sitting here for like a good 15-20 minutes like trying to figure out exactly how to get this to slide in place, because I kept sliding it on here, but shoot, one time I forgot, oh, I don't have the spring on there, and then I was like, oh wait, that's the wrong Synchro, so then I had to change the Synchro. So I finally got it right this time, and this one just slides right on like so. This is the new thing. And one time I put the old one on here. I put this one on here like an idiot, even though it don't look that bad, but yeah, I have a brand new one. Why would I use that one? So yeah, actually no, it does look pretty bad. It's whooped. Get that, it's all chewed up. I would have been mad if I left that on there. So yeah, it goes like that, and then where did I put them? This goes here, and this Synchro right here. This one looks different than the rest. This one goes on like so, and then the next gear goes on here. Alright, so the counter shaft is basically complete. This one is a lot easier because it's only got one, one selector and two Synchros on it, and then the rest is just gears, like a couple of bearings that go up in there. But this one is the one with all the Synchros on it, so this is the one that's gonna be kind of a pain. Alright, so this one was a pain. I would put it back together, and for whatever reason this bearing was not sitting how it is right now. It kept sitting a little bit higher. It would sit like this for whatever reason, and then I'd have a space right here. But I ended up just pulling, where did I pull it from? From like right here or right here, one of the two. I pulled all of them out and then just restacked them all back in there, and then now it's lining up right. One thing that's making me a little nervous is how loose this is and how easy it slides down into fourth. Like, it's super easy. I don't think it's supposed to be that easy, but I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it being the LS 5th, but I don't believe so. And when I went and picked up my kit, they actually told me that it doesn't make a difference, that the 5th gear doesn't make a difference, and they're all the same. So yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, everything seems to be straight now. The ones that's supposed to spin independently if I make them. So I think we're pretty much good to go now. I cannot pull these bearings out. This one either. They seem to be fine. One that I'm a little bit worried about is the one that's on the diff, and they don't give you a replacement for that. You have to get a new diff or something like that. Alright, now I just gotta tighten this here. Man, that's sketchy, but I mean, this thing does spin fast on its own, so yeah, I am actually going to tighten it more off camera while I can try to hold it still, and then I'm gonna notch it again, and we should be good to go from there. Alright. Wow. But yeah, it's like it's moving quite a bit, and it almost looks like just slightly, like just the tips of it could have been grinded down and off. But I don't know. It looks alright, minus like right here at the bottom of it. It looks a little chewed up. Yeah, I don't know what to think. If that's the case, and it's rubbing up on the diff, I think that could very well cause a lot of issues with it being chewed up like that at the bottom, and obviously grinding on the diff, that's not gonna be good for it. So that could be where a lot of my issues was coming from, but I don't know. We're gonna see. If that's the case, dude, if that's the case, that sucks, because I just spent like $800 on this rebuild kit. On a master rebuild kit, And the whole issue was the freaking actual transmission parts itself, the main and counter shaft and the diff. I don't know, man. I guess we're gonna see. Man, I'm really trying my best to get it on camera though, like just how much this crap moves. Let me see. Look at that. I feel like that can't possibly be normal. Pretty sure it's supposed to sit up like that. Maybe it's supposed to be like a spacer at the bottom of this that I don't have for whatever reason. Maybe the previous owner pulled it out the trans and never put it back in, because I never had no spacer down there. But I'm gonna look it up and see if it is supposed to be one down there. I do know that in the trans you have the two that go here. I don't know about, you know, down here on this. So let's see. Alright, I don't know how well y'all can see this, but I don't think that's normal. And this is literally what my transmission would feel like when it was in reverse. So yeah, I'm low-key thinking my issue is gonna come from the counter shaft itself. See, now it's all the way in neutral and it's not doing that. But right here it's still in neutral, but it's slightly rested. Oh wow, now it's not doing it anymore. Alright, so I literally like recorded nothing of this process, like, you know, putting all this crap back together. But it's all back together. Just pour the fluid in there. All I gotta do is put it on the ground and connect my battery and start it. So hopefully everything goes good. I don't know what's gonna happen. I ain't never did this, well, to this extent. I've never done this before. I have taken apart my trans before and changed my 5th gear and something else I changed. I can't remember what, but yeah, I've taken the transmission all apart before, but it was still trashed. This is my first time doing a rebuild, you know, changing out sliders and all the synchros and all of that. So hopefully it went good, and we're gonna see right now. Alright, y'all, moment of truth. It's neutral right now. What the heck? Stupid windshield wipers. Why they getting crossed up like that? I don't like the way it sounds. That's probably normal though. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. It feels a lot smoother too. First gear works. Dang, this crap feel like I got power steering right now. What the heck? I'm on a brick. That's why it feels that way. Just gonna check for leaks right now. I spilled some when I was pouring it in, so that's probably why it's down there. Alright, hold on. So yeah, man, unfortunately, I have no idea what happened to the video of me test driving this car right after I did the trans, but everything worked out fine. It ran perfectly fine. Gears are super smooth. I don't know if that's just normal for a fresh trans or if it's carbon synchros, but when you shift it, it feels like, I don't know, it feels super smooth when the car's on. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. As notchy as it feels right now with the car off, it feels a lot better when the car is on. It's dumb smooth. But yeah, today is the day after I took it to get it dyno tuned. So we got tuned. That'll be up. That'll be the next video that I post. What's up? That's gonna be the next video that I post. And yeah, if anybody wants to guess, matter of fact, let's do something. Let's do this. Whoever could guess the closest to the dyno numbers, the numbers that it made, I will send them $15 on Cash App.